Hi. Plastic surgeons have a superior understanding of the aging process. We now know that volume loss from the face is one of the first signs of aging. Unfortunately, we can't prevent aging, but now through the use of Juvederm and other fillers, we can at least reverse it. Because of advanced technology, we now have a variety of fillers that we can use to restore volume to the face. The most common filler used is Juvederm and the Juvederm family or collection of fillers. Juvederm is made of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a naturally occurring substance found throughout our body and in our eyes and our joints as a lubricating substance. The way Juvederm is prepared is that the hyaluronic acid is purified and then placed in a syringe that is pre-filled. We are experts at injecting fillers because we use the most sophisticated and advanced techniques to create beautiful and natural looking results. For example, we're one of the few practices that employs a cannula injection method for fillers. A cannula injection method uses small, tiny tubes to inject the filler instead of a needle. The reason is that the tube, because it is blunt and does not have a sharp point, causes much less pain, much less swelling, and much less bruising than the traditional needle technique used by most practices. Now let's learn a little bit more about Juvederm and the Juvederm collection of fillers.
I think some of the changes I've seen in my face are genetics. You know, I saw changes in my mom's face that I then started seeing in my own, so.
I spent a lot of time in the sun, so I know that contributed to some of the wrinkles I see.
I've always assumed it's just a part of aging. You get older, you get lines and wrinkles. It's just a part of the deal.
I'm not a terribly vain person, but over time the lines around here got deeper.
Yeah, I take after my dad and started to get them too. My doctor treated me with Juvederm XC and to smooth the appearance of these lines.
I've always admired my mom's beautiful, full cheeks, but as she got older, she lost some of that fullness. No offense, Mom.
Yeah, I know.
You're still beautiful.
None taken, none taken.
I think one sign of volume loss is the loss of fullness in the cheeks. Definitely over the years, I noticed my dad's cheeks getting a little flatter and the skin starting to sag.
Thanks, buddy. But I have to say, since my treatment with Juvederm Voluma XC, I think I look about 5 years younger.
Yeah, your lips can definitely lose some volume and thin over time. You know, my mom can attest to that.
Yes, I can. After my treatment with Juvederm Ultra XC, my lips are fuller.
I, on the other hand, have always had more of like a thin lip, so I wanted them to be fuller like my mom's used to be. So I was also treated with Juvederm Ultra XC.
What do I think hyaluronic acid is? I have no idea.
What I'm enjoying most about the Juvederm treatments is the mirror.
After my treatment with Juvederm XC, the lines around here are less noticeable. I admit I was skeptical at first, but I'm really happy with the results. My treatment with Juvederm Voluma XC has helped give my cheeks fullness and has taken a few years off my appearance.
The results are subtle, but definitely noticeable. The lines around my mouth are a lot smoother.
Adding volume to my cheeks with Juvederm Voluma XC gave me contour and a subtle lift that I'm very happy with. I also love the natural look of my lips.
Well, I'm just thrilled about the Juvederm Ultra XC adding fullness to my lips, and I can't stop buying lipstick.
I noticed.
It's a must. I could not be happier with my results.
If you're considering treatment with the Juvederm collection of fillers, I'd certainly encourage you to do it. I'm the last person you'd expect to get something like this done, but I'm happy with the results.
The results are long-lasting, but still temporary, so I'm planning to go back for repeat treatments once the result begins to wear off. Maybe we'll go together.
That's what I was just gonna say, you read my mind.
Girls trip.
I just wish I would have done this sooner. I'm still gonna use my lotions and serums, but the changes in your face go beyond the surface of the skin. The products in the Juvederm collection of fillers add volume to temporarily address what's happening beneath the surface.
You inherit more than your eye and your hair color from your parents. The facial changes you see in their faces over time might be a good indicator of the changes you'll see in your own face one day. So talk to your aesthetic specialist when you start to see the signs and find out what treatments might be right for you.
so quickly. The past 18 years are a blur. And now my daughter is leaving for college. I used to love taking fun photos of me and my daughter. We took so many pictures together, but then I became a little more self-conscious. I saw changes in my face. And then I saw a doctor who specializes in aesthetic treatments. And she told me that the sagging was due to volume loss, and it was something that, you know, it happens naturally with age. You can't cover volume loss in your cheeks with makeup. And I am not ready for surgery. Juvederm Voluma XC was used to treat the volume loss in my cheek area. And then since I had the deep parenthesis lines and other wrinkles around my mouth, my doctor treated me with Juvederm XC. Wow, I am so happy I did this. Wow, I didn't realize that your lips can thin over time too. I feel like the effects are subtle, but the differences are dramatic to me. I'll always put my daughter first, but now that she's on her own, well, now it can be about me. I am definitely not going to shy away from photos anymore. Why didn't I do this before?
Hi, I'm Kathy, and I'm the mother of 4 children. 3 things in my life that keep me youthful are my kids, number 1. Actually, all number 2 and number 3. My kids, when I look at them and I just see the amount of energy that they have, it definitely makes me glow. I always thought that the wrinkles were the sign of getting older, but a few years ago I noticed my cheeks were starting to sag. They used to be full and lifted, and now they're sagging. What interested me the most in Juvederm Voluma XC was the idea of adding fullness to my cheeks. I'm so happy with the results. The reason I decided to do something about my aging cheeks was when I looked in the mirror, it just didn't match the way I felt. I felt much younger than I looked. I think my biggest fear of the Voluma treatment was the results looking natural. I didn't want to look fake or plasticky. After the Voluma treatment, the results are pretty dramatic. My cheeks look much fuller, but really natural. I would definitely consider using Voluma again.
Hi, I'm Tammy, and I love to sing, I love to dance. I was so inspired, and still am, by my 100-year-old grandmother, and hope to do line dancing when I reach 105. We sing at the top of our lungs around the house all day long. I think that's one of the things you need to do, is to be silly and foolish to stay young. A few years ago, I noticed that my cheeks were starting to sag. They used to be full and lifted, but not anymore. And I saw myself on video, and I knew then. I knew it was time that I needed to make a change. My doctor explained that as we age, our cheeks get flatter, and that can make you look older. I was very excited when I had the treatment. I was hoping for really just the more youthful-looking version of me. I think the thing that I have enjoyed the most about the Voluma treatment is I can see all the changes that I've wanted for years. I have fuller, rounder cheeks. I saw the results immediately, right through here. If I was asked if I would do Voluma again, I would say sign me up today.
At 18, I wanted to see the world. So I joined the Air Force. All I pretty much saw was the inside of a warehouse in Texas. So I moved to California, became a legal secretary, and took up pottery. I've welcomed every step and change in my life so far. How I look has always been important to me. I take care of my appearance. Today, I have a lot more products in my medicine cabinet. I bought all these expensive serums and creams. The solution to my concerns simply wasn't in my medicine cabinet. So I decided to see a doctor who specializes in facial treatments. She recommended Juvederm XC because it can help what's happening beneath the surface that causes these deepening parentheses and folds. And since my thinning lips were also bothering me, my doctor suggested Juvederm Ultra XC to add fullness. She helped me understand the potential outcomes, the risks, and possible side effects. Getting treated with Juvederm was the right next step for me. I am ready to see my before and after pictures. Wow. Now that's a difference. I used to have these deep folds around my mouth and they're smoother now. My lips are fuller. I can see the differences in my face. This was the natural next step for me. I'm so excited. I'm happy with my results. I'm the type of person who doesn't ask why. I always ask, why not? I kind of dive right in and do it. I like to be active and stay fit so I look and feel my best. My lips are naturally thin, but I have always wanted them to be fuller. I've always been a very curious person, and I've had a few friends have their lips done. When my doctor said Juvederm Ultra XC is FDA approved for the lips, I thought, why not? I couldn't be happier with my results. I think my lips look natural, and it's exactly what I wanted. I'm really excited to compare my before and after photos because the results truly exceeded my expectations. Look at the difference. Wow. It's amazing. I like this girl. I like her. What a difference plumper lips make.